Greetings. So I want to talk a bit about the concept of having a relationship with God and why it's pretty crazy and kind of doesn't really make sense to me. But before I say anything though, I'm not trying to say that it's wrong or that it's not true, because I have no clue. And if it is really possible to connect to God, then that is amazing. That is just amazing. So I first want to start by saying that God is the most magnificent being on the entirety of existence, right? We are talking about the highest being in the entire universe, right? The being that has created, that is responsible for all of existence, right? That being, alright? The being that is infinitely powerful, infinitely intelligent, infinitely wise, infinitely, complex. This God made all of this beauty in the universe, right? Infinitely beautiful, right? God is just such a magnificent being, really, when you think about it. The idea that we, such insignificant creatures, could connect to such a powerful, just amazing being, just really, does not make sense to me, right? Because, I'm just thinking, there is this huge universe, out there that God has created, right? And I'm not trying to accuse anyone of anything, but this is just me. But personally, I feel like I am being egotistical by wanting the attention of such a being, because I just don't feel like I am deserving of such a connection, because I am just so insignificant. I am just so, I do not deserve to connect with such a being. I genuinely don't. I am so meaningless in comparison. I'm just so meaningless, really. When you look at how grand the universe is, I am just basically a speck of dust to God. A speck of dust in size, looking at the entirety of the universe. I do not deserve a connection with a God, let alone a personal one. I do not deserve that. I just do not deserve that, alright? And that's just because, I'm just so insignificant as just being a human, right? But, I'm not even, a really, really good human, I've blasphemed against God multiple times. I've said many disrespectful things about God, in my uncertainty, right? Because I was very immature, and even now I can still be very immature, so I am just so undeserving of that, and it just baffles me that that's actually possible, really, because I do not even deserve that, and I feel egotistical for even wanting to connect to God in that way. I feel like I'm crazy or something for that. Why, what really does God have to do with me? Why should God care about me? Just basically a speck of dust in this grand universe. Why should God care about me? Why? Especially when I am so disrespectful, when I am just so messed up, when I am just so I don't deserve that. I don't deserve that. And God shouldn't care about me. God shouldn't give me attention. Really. I don't deserve that. I really don't. And again, this is the creator of the entire universe. The highest being in the universe. And you're telling me that the highest being, the most intelligent being the one that is responsible for the entirety of existence. You're telling me that being, I can have a connection, even a personal one, with that being? Like, I mean, if that's true, then that is like, whoa. Like, if that's true, that's, you know, like, wow. But, like, it just seems crazy to me, you know? Like, there's no way that's true. Like, it just seems crazy to me. Like, I am not worthy in the slightest of that. Like, this is one of the reasons why I struggle to pray, because I know that I'm just not deserving of that, okay? Like, I've tried praying recently, but I just can't because again, like, God just feels like so distant, like so far, as God should be, because again, like, I am not worthy of God's attention. Like, I am not worthy of that. But, you know, I still kind of want to connect to God. If it is possible, then I do want that. And, like, if God even, like, looks in my direction, like, I will be, like, extremely grateful. Like, I am just not deserving of that.